Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to find out how many wraps of PTFE tape it takes to use on a outside tap onto a wall plate. Now, normal number for me would be around about 20, 21. And I know I get a lot of comments saying that I'm putting on too much. So in the US, I always see them use about 3. And the main reason for that is the type of threads that they use on their valves. Now, in the UK, these are actually straight. They're not tapered. So tapered means they go in at an angle. These ones, they're just straight. So when we wind it in, it wants to go in all the way and it doesn't stop until the threads have bottomed out. If this was a tapered, then it might stop about here, but it will be tight. This, yeah, it's just loose. So our threads in the UK are mega loose, and that is the reason why we have to put so much on just to pack it up to get it to seal and to stay tight to finish exactly where we're going to need it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to try and mimic what the people do in the US. They put about 3 tapes on. So we're going to start with the normal PTFE tape, and then I've been using a other type. So this is a silicone tape from a company called Facot, and I've seen this in Germany and I was quite impressed with it. And I have been using it on the videos and getting good results. So I think this says that you actually can use about 3 to 4, where with the PTFE tape, obviously I'm using about 20. So we're going to start with 3 wraps of PTFE tape and see if it seals, if it leaks, and how tight it is. So we're going to start with 3 wraps. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Like I said, this is what the people in the USA do. And we'll wind it in. No tools needed, all the way. That's where we want it, but it is super loose. So to be able to tighten this up, we're going to finish about there. So obviously this is going to be watertight, but here, back where we need it, isn't going to be. So just turn the water on. Doesn't sound like anything's smashing out. And we'll just test and see exactly what's going on. Obviously it's loose, it's not tight at all, it's not fit for purpose. And yeah, as you can see, it's leaking. So let's turn the water back off, take this off, and we'll try, I don't know, 6, see if that makes any difference. So just turn the water off. Right, take it out, 6 wraps. If that doesn't work, we'll go to 9, 12, until we get to my number, and that will show and prove to you why I go to about 20. A nice easy way of cleaning the threads is by using a wire brush. This stuff can be a nightmare depending on how much you've got on. Sometimes you have to use like a blade or something like that, but I find that a wire brush gets it off nicely. And obviously I want to do a fair test, so we want to make sure that we start with all the threads clean again. To be able to get this to position right every single time, I like to use the liquid thread locker. So I use one from xpro called gripaloc, and you could just wind it in and just leave it in position, so you don't have to worry about tightening it. The only thing with that is that it has to be dry. Can't use it when you've got moisture like this. So if you're doing old radiator valves, you should be doing them on a brand new install. So we're going to try with 6 and see if that makes a difference. And I don't think the problem's going to be sealing the water. It's going to be how tight it is on the wall for when you use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. See if that makes a difference. And are we going to need a spanner yet? No, and that's still not enough. Obviously that's where I want it. If I go a little bit more, I'm still in that pinch point. So I'm going to take it back off and go to 9. So I think this is getting close, but I can still move it with my hand and it's not tight enough to finish where we want it. So I'm going to have to take it back off and try 12. This is starting to feel a lot more like it, as I'm going to need to use a spanner to tighten it up. And we're going to finish. We're going to make it, no, still not enough. Right, I'm going to go to about 20. I'm just going to go straight to 20. And this will show you exactly why it's a lot easier for me to use that, as I don't have to worry about whoever mounted on the wall plate, depending on the direction and the threads and positions and stuff like that. 20 allows me to actually wind it in. I need to use a spanner, so I know it's going to be tight and I can finish it straight. And that's the reason why I have to use 20 wraps. So the tap finishes exactly where I want it, and I can't physically move it while I'm undoing and tightening it back up. So let's go ahead, turn the water on and show that everything's working as it should be. Right, should have water there now. There we go. All right, I just got soaked. No leaks. All good, positioned well, and no movement. Turn the water back off, take them off, and try the fat hot tape. So just turn the water back on and we'll see first if it leaks and how bad it moves. So it's not leaking, so it's holding it better there, but I can move it with my hand. And I'm pretty sure on a demonstration, it was actually quite a lot that you can move it out. I won't do it too much, as we all know what happens when that flies out. I'm going to get absolutely soaked. But let's take it out. And I think about 6 to 7, maybe 8 would be enough because of these threads being straight. If you do notice that the tape actually stays on the thread, it doesn't just like come off or end up inside here. So it does stay locked inside a lot better. So let's turn the water on for the final time, make sure everything's all okay. And yeah, I do think that it does work a lot better than the normal PTFE tape. There is obviously different types that you can use, whether you use like gas tape and stuff like that, which is a lot thicker. And I'm pretty sure that the stuff that they use in the US, the Blue Monster, is probably one of the best ones that you can do, as I don't see anybody having any issues. And like I said, they do only use about 3 wraps. We've got no leaks, that all looks okay. Mains pressure, beautiful. Right, I think we found our winner. That silicone tape's definitely a lot better than the regular PTFE tape. But that was a nice test to show you exactly the reason why I have to use 20 wraps. So if there's any other videos in the future and you see me do it, that is the reason why. There's no need for you to comment saying you should only do 3, as you can clearly see that there's a difference between the UK and the US. But if you like today's video, please give it a like, drop a comment down below, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one.